Hi, I'm Shahrukh. I'm from Mumbai. I'm from advertisement field. I recently shifted to Delhi. I was in a Catholic boarding school. It was a boys hostel, and there was negative actions from my English professor. It was weird. It was not comforting, but it wasn't understandable. I was pretty young. One fine day during my exams, I went to his dormitory and he molested me over there. We were only allowed to meet our parents on weekends. It was either a Saturday or a Sunday, and my dad came to meet me that weekend, and I was in pain. I actually did not know what to tell my dad or even to tell him or not. I felt that I'm sick. I'm fighting some disease that time. I told him that I'm in pain. I couldn't tell him what exactly happened because the professor used to threaten me that he's gonna fail me in my exams and it's gonna have bad consequences. Somehow I managed to tell him that something happened with me which was weird for me, and I had marks on my body. My dad, as usual, a normal Indian human will do, he did not make a fuss out of it. He went to the principal, he spoke about it. I had to leave the boarding. I had no other option. I came back home, and it was a weird life for me. I mean, the very beginning of my life was it started weird. I mean, you can say it started controversially. It wasn't easy. I grew, my mentality, my ideology about life changed. The way I started looking at things changed. A maturity level which, as we say that it comes after college, I had maturity way back when I was in school. But still I was confused at what was happening with me. Later that time, my dad spoke about this with my uncle. And unfortunately my uncle took it in a very different sense, and I was molested by him as well. And not only by him, in fact, he had two other friends of his, and they all three used to rape me, and this went on for 4 to 5 years. So as I said initially, I never had a realization all of a sudden. It wasn't a wake-up dream that now this is what I am or now I'm gay. This was something, it started with my life. It was something back there, it was in me, it was happened. When I came in 7th standard, for the first time in life, I saw pornography. My first porn. And I actually saw what's happening in the porn, and it was weird because that's the time when I got a realization that what happened with me was different and what the porn is showing is different. I got confused. It was a big confusion. My best friend, Aki, I spoke to him for the first time. The very first time I ever spoke to anyone about this was Aki. And I told him that, dude, this is the thing. And this is what happened with me. But that's what I saw in porn. So how does it work? And when I actually got to know about it, it was funny. I wouldn't say it was scary. It was pretty funny because back in Mumbai, we have a word for gays. It's called mitha. I call people mitha a lot of times because it's a funny word. So yeah, Aki told me, dude, ये सब मिठे लोग क्या होता है? And I'm like, okay. And I had no other word to say because at that time, it was a pinch in the heart that something has gone horribly wrong with me. I can't talk about it to someone whom I really love. And it was weird at the same time. Things went on, life wasn't that horrible. Came in 10th standard, and eventually something clicked between me and Aki. He was a backbone of my life, like everything for me. School life was all normal, all amazing. We came to college, my 11th standard. Things started going difficult for me. Because till the time we are in school, we had amazing uniforms and amazing blazer to go. But in college, no uniform and a different world for a kid to come into the new world, different adjustments, different surroundings, new people, and which became difficult for me. It was so difficult that initially for the first 6 months, I didn't go to the college. And it was just went on being difficult for me because it was weird. I was being teased around. I used to be teased around a lot with my dressing, with my style statements, with my behavior, attitude, hand movements, which I still have a lot. And people started ragging me. Though I was with people who supported me throughout, but yeah, I got ragged a lot. Got commented. Aki and Aarti were like my childhood friends. They actually gave me a makeover. The first time I actually went to an amazing salon was Javed Habib. And I got a makeover done. Lost like around 30-35 kgs. The so-called stud everyone needs in college became one. Had a different life. Had to hide myself, which was the most painful life. I mean, the worst thing a human can do in life is living a dual life, because you don't know when, how and where you have to react according to what. So it's difficult. So college wasn't easy at all. But yeah, if you have amazing people around you, your life's always beautiful. I and Aki, as I said, we were like amazing friends. That friendship went out to be a relationship. We started dating and things were beautiful. But Aki always told me one thing, that dude, whatever is my sexual orientation, I will have to marry a girl because I'm a Punjabi. My family background is very backward. My parents will never take me what I am. And I never had an objection with that because I always love living in reality instead of living in a dreamland. I never had issues with it. We went on. There was a time when I felt the need that the people whom I love should know about what am I and why am I. First time to anyone in my family, I came out to my brother, my elder brother. I told him that, bhai, this is the thing. I'm gay and I'm in a relationship with Aki. My brother knew Aki as we were really neighbors. So my brother didn't have a reaction which was negative. He was pretty cool with it. Then I and my brother felt the need to tell my dad about it. I turned 16. It was my 16th birthday. My dad took me out for my first drink, which was weird again. My dad said, now you're in college, you're obviously gonna drink and smoke, so let's have the first drink together. And I and my dad and my brother were having my first drink. And I told dad that, Dad, there's something I want to tell you. It's gonna be weird, it's gonna be hard to digest, but this is what it is. I can't change. And I told him, Dad, I'm gay. A proper week he didn't talk to me. He didn't in fact come home. He went to Nasik, and when he came back with a file. And that file had papers of research. There were doctor numbers, and my dad's like, maybe this is some psychological problem which you're facing. Why don't you consult a psychiatrist for it? And I'm like, if you feel this is a disease or something which I'm suffering from, it's not. If you want to blow up some money, I'm cool with it. But this is something which I am and I'm always gonna be. So slowly and steadily, my dad accepted me. But I even had one restriction with me. I can be what I am. I can't come out in the family. Because we are Muslims, and somewhere or the other, Muslims, we still have a strong background. We still live, I wouldn't say we are Muslims, we Muslims or my family, we were so forthcoming to the changes around us. But yeah, my parents being educated, being supportive, my dad took me pretty well. I was in a gay party and that party got raided. And the worst part was, it was a New Year party. It was weird. It was so weird. I mean, if I could have killed myself immediately after that. It was that weird. New Year for me or people from back then, Mumbai, it's a huge deal. I mean, like bigger than your birthdays. It's that huge for us, New Year. It got raided right after the countdown, and we were harassed. I mean, like, we were literally harassed. Only the cops couldn't rape us. Apart from that, every possible thing was done with us. Me and my friends, we were hiding in the jungle for like 3-4 hours. That didn't even make sense. Why are we hiding? We couldn't leave the place, or we couldn't leave the event spot, because there were 2 cars with us which were standing in the parking area. Unfortunately, even after 3-4 hours, we had to surrender ourselves. For the next 2 days, I was in police custody. We didn't even get the opportunity or rights to make one phone call to my dad. After 2 days, when my dad goes up to Jew police station, files a report about me, a missing complaint, that's when they open their mouth that I'm arrested. It was like in bulletin points in front of me that this is what you are and you cannot be it. After that, my dad bailed me out. The bail really cost us a lot, because it wasn't only the bail, it was even giving cash to the cop who caught us. On top of that, people who couldn't afford bail and money, they were caught for a month. They were kept in police custody for a month. I never understood why. 50% people end up committing suicide. In depression, agreed. Even I was in huge depression. Almost tried to kill myself a lot of times. I have so many marks on my hands that I feel really ashamed of. But today I regret it. That time I wanted to kill myself, but today I regret it because I love my life. Wanna be something, wanna be someone who people look up to. So depression is something which every gay person faces, and I believe we should just fight it instead of running from it, because this is something is with you. It comes with the package. You either take the package or you leave the package totally. But don't give up, because if you give up, the people who fought for us, today we live in open India, in a free India, that thing is just losing the base. So don't give up. Let's just fight for what you are instead of giving up. I met a huge personality according to me. I met Lakshmi Narayan Tripathi. Back then she was a LGBT Asia Pacific chairman. I met her in an event. It was a gay party, and it was amazing. In fact, looking at her, looking up to her was different. When my first impression on her was like, what is she up to, or what is she doing, and why is she doing that? But when I actually met her and got to know her story, got to know her paths, from where she came and what is she, it was a eye-opener for me. That's Lakshmi and Aman, Lakshmi Narayan Tripathi and my friend Aman. Today, what I am, how I carry myself, and this confidence of doing things just in a go, it's because of these guys. It's nothing different. It's not different, or it's not bad loving someone. At least we love someone. At least we have feelings for a human. So be it if a guy cannot love a girl, he at least loves a guy. And he has a heart which pumps blood like every human. LGBT community is a very non-violent community, because we guys cannot actually fight. We know only how to love. That's why we use the color of rainbow. And let's just come together. Let's just remove 377, because there's nothing unnatural. Whatever there is present in this world, it is natural. I expect equality. I expect love and affection. this is a give and take relation. You respect me, I respect you. So when I am respecting someone, I expect the same. I have a PAN card, a ration card, Aadhaar card, I vote. So why am I not getting my rights? So let's stand together, be one.